January 10 this year, the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Singapore Solomon Thomas, may ask Melvin Tejan-Mansaray out of Parliament and say, they ban this journalist until the time where Parliament will decide otherwise. And this, according to the Speaker, now because Melvin Tejan-Mansaray sitting them na radio and television station, but in the Speaker, a member them na Parliament will not correct. 4 days after the Speaker make this ruling, new development happened in this case.
As a matter of fact, we have not taken any action as such as Parliament because he is already in contempt of this House and for which we are going to take the necessary action. We have not even started. Let the citizens of Sierra Leone know that we have not even started against that journalist. We'll be inviting him to face the Ethics Committee of Parliament and will hand down the necessary punishment.
The Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Singapore Solomon Thomas, they tell member them na Parliament about the latest development. We Melvin in ban 1 day now, as in continue say this decision for ban Melvin totally against the information where they go around say now because Melvin been they doing work as journalist.
By ruling relating to the journalist Melvin Tejan-Mansaray still remains in force until such time when Parliament shall decide. In fact, people have gone all out to misunderstand the reason for the ban. I have not banned the journalist because he criticized Parliament simpliciter. That's not the point. The journalist was banned because he went beyond mere criticism to what we call in law insulting conduct. He insulted the integrity of this House and the members of Parliament. In criticizing Parliament, you have no reason to refer to members of Parliament as useless. How can you refer to members of Parliament as useless? And that Mr. Speaker rigged the election. I did not conduct any election here. It was the clerk that conducted the elections.
Since this issue come up, now only 2 members them don't ask question or make suggestion to the Speaker when a Honorable Mame Bangura and leader of opposition, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, we been tell the Speaker for over this issue to SLAJ or IMC. But with this development now, the fate of Melvin clearly, then at the hand of member them na Parliament, the same MP them will not publicly say anything on this issue beside what the Speaker don't say. As all this they be, Radio Democracy talk to some journalists them when they report na Parliament on how they go assess the relationship between them and member of Parliament them. And at this they been get for say.
Generally, we are allowed to do our work there as journalists. We actually get some kind of cordial relationship to some points. Though some MPs they reserved and they're not the associates, so some can normally they meet you, my pressman, how are you doing? Just get phone and all of that. Some they're accessible. There are certain issues in Parliament you don't understand what happen or you want to get more insight. You go meet them in the offices, they'll grant you interviews. Yeah, well, of course, this latter part, one of our colleagues, we get a backlash with the Speaker. The Speaker say he gets information, say MPs on both aisles, APC and SLP, they complain, say they about, they criticize the work of Parliament and decisions the way the Speaker they take. And why is the Speaker they getting willing? Say let this serve as a warning for others. And I am a journalist, so it's a threat. Indirectly,
generally, cordial. I know you know MP complain any personal member of the Parliamentary Press Guard. So I think in the general perspective so far, cordial. However, Parliament regulates itself as per the Constitution of Sierra Leone. If you look like Standing Order 75, where the Speaker or the Chairman would preside over here in a Parliament can invoke them. We invoke and then they call them premature publication. We mean say if they're not table and not the well, or if they're not silly publisher, if you pull them out, not then a contempt of Parliament, we go contrary to Section 95 of the Constitution.
Then journalists also end up say for make Parliament and the media will continue to maintain the party business between them. Both parties need for respect the other person work. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Nachang Nojalo. The report.
Well, the program now Good Morning Salon will come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM as you get from the report day on Parliament decision for ban Melvin Tejan-Mansaray not for report on Parliament activities and don't send the case now the Ethics Committee for look at them. That's now a point of discussion today and welfare of journalism in the country in general and that of press freedom. For sake of that, I want to welcome now the program the president for the Saloon Association of Journalists, we Ahmed Said Nasrallah. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having me here this morning.
And also want to welcome na the studio Sheikul Amin Toure, Director of Public Relations na Parliament of Saloon. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Saloon.
Good morning, 98.1. Good morning, the people of Sierra Leone.
Okay, I come to you, Ahmed Said Nasrallah, President Saloon Association of Journalists, SLAJ. We today for look at the welfare of journalism and press freedom in the country. But first of all, before we look at what happened between Parliament and Melvin Tejan-Mansaray, we'll look at media freedom generally in 2024 and 2025 we will be in now. How you can describe as president for the Saloon Association of Journalists?
Well, like I say in my New Year address to the members and also to the public, media freedom in Saloon, we don't make plenty progress. In summary, plenty progress we don't make. But again, I said, say we still get a lot for do for we get a very conducive environment for doing work as journalists. So I'm making clear. So if you look at the World Press Freedom Index, you see we don't do very well over the last 5 years. Now only one time we passed the Cybersecurity and Crime Act. Now we go down small. But since they repealed the criminal libel law, we don't make progress in the last 5 years in terms of the World Press Freedom Index, and in terms of training for journalism, we don't do a lot of training for journalism on the elections. You look at the I-Verify platform for ensuring the public get correct information. Information we verified for people to make informed decisions. We don't do training on conflict-sensitive reporting and so many other training for ensuring we journalism practice professionally and ethically. But we still get challenges with harassment and intimidation. First, they come out from political supporters then. When journalists publish something critical of the party, of the government, of the candidate they support, then they cover the journalists. Send text messages, send audios, threaten them, and they cover the journalists. And we also get the threat then from people who hold high positions in government. Yeah? So that's a concern for we in terms of going forward. I don't think we have to deal with and we want to ensure say we resolve them and ensure say journalists get the right environment for practice the work.
All right. Even though we the journalists suppose forget free space for do we work, but again we get responsibilities. How you go assess we the journalists work in terms of doing our job?
Well, we try. Like I said, we try, but we'll not reach it. Definitely. In all the things that we do,
we don't comport ourselves as are you supposed to be?
Yes, definitely. We don't do because of the training. If you look at the elections last year, the last elections we'll get, you see the comment they will get, the reviews they will get from the observer missions, from people who look at the election, they look at the conduct of the media, even IMC, then do a study about the media and conduct for the elections. You look at MRTG also do a study, then even the EU observer mission they do a study about the media, and you find out say in all the report then the reviews them positive, that the journalism then they work professionally and will continue to do that. But definitely you must get 1 or 2 or 3 incidents that will undermine the ethics and will show the professionalism and on ethical practice. As
we look at press freedom and welfare of journalism in the country, just last week news broke out say one journalist died na Waterloo with na Samuel Matia. Brahma Matia na Vopad radio. Waiting SLAJ don't get that so far for sake of this die because the information is them boko. Some say na studio he die or we say then kill him, but na body later than discover. What we don't get that so far as SLAJ?
Okay, first of all, we received that news with shock, and because it's very horrifying when we see the body of a colleague with a butcher arm and the wrapper inside blanket, 2 or 3 blanket then. And drop them at the back of the Vopad radio station. We will receive that this will be very shocking to we, and instantly because of the relationship with the police, we try to reach out to the Waterloo Police Division, so the CID will get and for we update on the issue. Because we find out that all the station managers, the other people who were supposed to call, they said that journalists will get a number there. then we don't arrest them for help with the investigation. So then we update, and initial update, we'll put the first press release for acknowledge say they don't kill them, and we call on the police for do investigation for ensure say they go to the bottom of the matter, the one they were responsible, they bring them come to justice. But we also keen for know whether what happened to them now because of what he do as a journalist in what way they do. You don't publish something who very critical of somebody who want to forget them, but they can't tell that we have to know. But so we decided on Friday, this last Friday, Lord, we make a delegation, Lord, go at the place, they go visit the family, go visit the police, and also go to the radio station where the police and the crime, and the alleged crime scene. So we go there, we talk to Superintendent Robin, who is the support officer for the Waterloo Police Division, and he give you updates on what is so far done. We tell you about the arrest. They arrest 4 people in connection to the murder, and say on the 16th, I get information say Samuel lost, Samuel disappear. He go now the station in Oka again. So you have to any family make complaint, and so the police the next day the police go into action and then get reports back say they find a body back of the radio building. When they go there, then find out say the body the body of Samuel, and so then let's say then go to the radio station, they meet some things that will give them some clues say now inside the radio station that the acts take place according to the police. So they arrest the people in there. We go there, we talk to them, we tell them, say, we got interest by this case here, and we want to ensure say the police get to the bottom of the matter. But we also make it clear, say the other one they would arrest, would they help in the investigation, they say journalists them, we also care about the welfare. Because until they find them guilty, they're not suspects first. So we talk to the police, then they treat them with care. And because one part until we say, while it's in the counter, he said, I can make statement, one part of the family member go hit on their neck. So they complain say neck the earth. So we talk to them. Then I talk to them back, the one they would arrest. We go meet them back and I say, we need for cooperate with the police. Any information we get, we want to say, go help the police in this investigation. Make sure you don't provide them. I'm afraid nothing, as long as you know say, you commit a crime, you conscience clear, help the police with the investigation. So we talk to them, and from there we left, we go to the crime scene, the police escort to the crime scene, we said go watch, and we're not going to make judgment on that because we're not to investigators there on that aspect. So we left and get the police. But we are so many stories then within the community they come, and one of them are the fact that Samuel now a very committed, dedicated person at that community there. It helped the community a lot in terms of providing information, especially on sports and other things. And they say that man say for the late na do. You know, when they say 10 o'clock in the meter na station. As a sharp 10, so if you don't know us. But on that day, I think they say somebody call for Canada station back, so you come, they not go again. Something like that, yeah. So from there we go to the family house, go extend the condolences and assure them say we SLAJ the stand by them and ensure say we'll get to the bottom of the matter. The one they were responsible, then be come to book and answer the law.
All right. Even though investigation still carry on, we say plenty things them where people explain concerning in Taiwan. What in this mean if a journalist happen die in that kind of way? Again, we don't get threatening remarks. Recently, we know it happened between Thomas Dixon and the IG. What in this mean for the country?
Well, if you look, because I don't know careful. If you look at what happened in the space of less than a month, from December, Christmas Eve, before Christmas Eve to now, a space of less than 1 month, we don't get 3 incidents that will very worrying for us as SLAJ and anybody who believe in press freedom and freedom of the media. We see the one with the IG involving Dixon. Then we also see the one with the speaker involving Melvin, and now we can see this one. So what things they do, what things they make, we they feel worried because they give a chilling effect on the media landscape and even the broader civic space. Because that space, not to media want to get, not to journalists want to get, even civil society, even the politicians themselves, the ordinary person, that space they occupy. For instance, they express their opinion, the whole government to account, and they participate in the democracy what we talk about. So then they make the space, the people who get critical voice, they feel for account before. Even who are there, who want to get people who they can talk about issues them critically and criticize and read the conversation. It's difficult for them to get around because I'm not afraid. Say if I can't say my views, even though you can honest and genuine for help government to make good decisions, then they attack me. So they're afraid. So they cover that space. The enemy journalists back, they even stop them for reading the work critically because once they don't get threatening one, they don't get intimidate one, then they begin self-censoring work then other people are back, they say other journalists are back, they say we copy the same and begin to do things that we just mild and they will hold government to account.
In the situation of Vopad Radio, one journalist already don't die. Police they do investigation, 4 arrested. What in this mean for the media landscape now? Waterloo, we mean say perhaps the entire Vopad Radio for now for line operates could be a challenge. What in SLAJ could do with the police for ensure say this investigation conclude quick one and justice day for Matia?
Well, the fact that we go there, they show say we get interest by the case and we urge the police for do a speedy investigation because it involves journalists. What do you mean for we ask the question, what do you mean for the country? Because we look at them, in all the cases we look at them, we know they look more at what the journalists do for deserve the kind of treatment there, whether it's right or wrong. Not who we interest for now. The interest we'll get now for the image we give to the outside world about the country. Say a place where journalists are not free for do their work, whether they intimidate journalists them, whether they kill journalists there. That kind of image I don't want. And I will care about always. I make all time when it happen, we try for HSC, we condemn them, and HSC we try for resolve them ASAP so that we see a good environment for journalists for do their work. So yes, we don't all the police say this it will be very timely. Let us speed up the investigation because you get that decision is very important to the Waterloo community and provide information for them. The longer I stay off here, then the longer I deprive the community of vital information for when they continue for today.
And on behalf of management and staff of Radio Democracy, we want to sympathize with Vopad Radio and the family of Matia because Vopad Radio now one of the earliest partners them now this linking issue and Matia now one of the journalists them we don't they wake up every morning for link Radio Democracy to Vopad Radio let people of Waterloo gets current news them and always they follow Radio Democracy program. If the station gets issue it go call quick say and they get on a signal fine waiting to happen. So one for sympathize with the family and hope for justice for Matia. Usman?
The program Good Morning Saloon where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Still inside the studios we get Sheku Lamin Touré, the Director of Public Relations na Parliament. Good morning, Mr. Lamin. Once more, welcome to Radio Democracy.
Yeah, good morning, Radio D.
Alright, firstly, waiting on the happen at Parliament in terms of journalists them work. We don't get any free space for let journalists them do their work in Parliament?
Yes, of course. The Parliament of the Republic of Sierra Leone quite aware that the journalists then get space for letting go report accurately on the proceedings of the Parliament of the Republic of Sierra Leone. So as a result, we get a Parliamentary Press Gallery for let journalists then sit and report from there. It's a parliamentary privilege, and because under Standing Order 80 of the Standing Orders of the Parliament of the Republic of Sierra Leone, now the Speaker now in the give you accreditation, the Speaker now they allow you for sit and report, from the gallery in a Parliament. So that one very clear. So over the years we done train the journalists then, we done do capacity building, for ensure say they accurately report on the proceedings of Parliament. Parliament don't support training, and the European Union don't support training, as well as UNDP don't support training over time and space for ensure say we give the journalists the adequate tools so that they go able for reports, on the proceedings of Parliament. So then get an independent body we constituted of several, journalists there. When at the Sierra Leone Parliamentary Press Gallery, when an affiliate body of SLAJ. So the journalists then get a free space. Some of them we don't incentivize them over time, for give them overseas opportunity for reports on the ECOWAS Parliament and even the activities of the then Speaker in the 5th Parliament of the Second Republic. So we don't do work find with journalists we did together.
Alright, before we can look at specific issues where they happen at Parliament, we get for do with journalists as Parliament, we are satisfied with the way how journalists don't carry out on our stories them.
Yes, you see, in terms of media relations, the Sierra Leone Parliamentary Press Gallery now is strategic partner. Over time, most of them don't do well for reports on the proceedings of Parliament, and we recognize them as such. And but we're keen on ensuring that the story is balanced, the story is fair. So recently we got an engagement with members of the press with the current Deputy Speaker, Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte, and began for also talk to the journalism for a series for ensure say there is balance, there is fairness in the reporting insofar as Parliament is concerned.
All right. Recent issue we happen get for do with Melvin. We notice or we don't hear the decision we the speaker make. What's really happen? We make Parliament get issue with Melvin.
Well, Melvin Tejan-Mansaray, I know since 2012 when he start for report na Parliament for Trumpet newspaper, and now they are come for no, but I come for no Melvin. And Melvin, I go tell you and listeners and say, now one of the journalists them we don't make attempt for understand the proceedings of Parliament, but I don't realize not in entirety as far as the procedures and the practices concerned by Parliament. But they don't make so many attempts, and they get so many programs the way they do. They appear as na radio and also na television as studio guest. Why see they analyze on Parliament? But that not necessarily means say whatever they say it represent the truth and nothing but the truth. So in some instances they get it right, in some instances they get it wrong. Now let's go to the specifics with regards the removal of the Auditor General. You see, one thing about parliamentary practices and procedures, and given the provisions in the Constitution as well as in the standing orders, you not get for it in isolation. For example, Parliament, they say, the Constitution of the 1991 Constitution say, forget a quorum na Parliament, where if Parliament not get quorum, the House not go able for sit down. So forget a quorum na Parliament. Section 89, specifically of the Constitution say, you forget 1/4 of all the members of Parliament. Take note of the determiner or qualifier all of all the members of Parliament. So 1/4 of 149 na 37. So until 37 members and day, na the well, you not go read the prayers na Parliament, and Parliament not go able for meet. Yeah. So take note of that. Then also, if you look at section 86, subsection 1, they tell you say the president get power for summon an emergency sitting or meeting of Parliament. But if you zero down to section 86, subsection 2, they tell you say 20% of all the members of Parliament can summon a sitting of Parliament within 14 days when they inform the Speaker. Okay? So, given that percentage, so 20% of 149, when are the total membership of the House, now 30 members of Parliament. So take note of the qualifier again of all 20% of all the members of Parliament. Now fast forward to the provision of section 119, subsection 9, where they talk on the removal of the Auditor General, where for they in line with section 137, subsection 7, paragraph B of Act number 6 of the 1991 Constitution, where they say a two-thirds majority of the members of Parliament. So they find out say the language of the Constitution not talk now about the determiner when all. Okay, so we get for understand then the nitty-gritty, so that we'll go able for understand this issue and take a determination on it. So given that provision, if you look at section 137, subsection 7, paragraph B, where they tell you for say a two-thirds majority of the members, they tell you say the Speaker, being an erudite lawyer of high repute, okay, given in stay in a Parliament for almost 15 years now, okay, he was a backbencher, later Deputy Speaker, and now Speaker of the House. He's fully aware of the provisions of the Constitution. Okay? So based on that provision, the Speaker rule, say section 91, subsection 1 of Act number 6 of the 1991 Constitution. Okay? They talk about members present and voting in Parliament. So when they calculate 2/3, now of the members, the total membership we present at Parliament, now they calculate 2/3 on. And not tell you say the total membership of all the members of Parliament when are 149. That is not where you calculate the 2/3. You calculate the 2/3 based on the number of members of Parliament who are present Okay, so as a result, the Speaker in ruling a clear and untainted, and that's not the actual position of Parliament insofar as the procedure concerned. So 2/3 of 137 were present, members of Parliament were present, is when 91 members of Parliament. So at the end of the day, the vote was taken, and out of the 137, we get one void vote. 36 voted against the motion, and 100 members of Parliament say yes. We shows a bipartisan vote in agreement say yes. The tribunal report sent to Parliament by the President, Parliament don't take a decision, and that the Auditor General and a deputy should be removed based on the provision in section 137, subsection 7, paragraph B of Act number 6 of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone.
The program, now good morning, Salon, where they come to you from 98.1 FM, features the journey. Today we look at the media freedom and also welfare of journalism in the country. We get SLAJ president, we be done the talk inside the program, and also Sheku Lamin Toure, where they talk on the issue between Melvin Tejan-Mansaray and Parliament of Salon. You don't lay the basis of the why Parliament decided for take that decision. But the report will play earlier, the Speaker of Parliament say, he gets issue with words them way he say Melvin use against Parliament. Say one, the Parliament useless, and second, he say in a rogue speaker, he conduct a rogue election. Why Parliament get issue with them? What's here?
This is a very serious situation when it comes to the dignity and integrity of the House. It not come up from no less a person but the Speaker, who properly seated and get the authority insofar as Parliament concerned. So based on the complaints we get from members of Parliament, and it all rules say Melvin Tejan-Mansaray get a ban not for access the precinct of Parliament, subject to a decision or determination by Parliament. That's not the position of the Parliament, and here the Speaker self say Melvin do insult the integrity of the Parliament of the Republic of Sierra Leone. And when it comes to the image of Parliament, a very serious issue, because if you look at section 99 and the attended subsection, the Speaker can put into motion the Committee on Ethics and Privileges for investigating to the conduct. So yes, Parliament gets the right and sole authority for investigate for itself as the Constitution provide for, because even in section 96, the Constitution say if Parliament punish you for an affront on indignity and or for any other activity, then not a bar for the judiciary and not for institute criminal proceedings against that person there. So Parliament get right for investigating self, and also if anybody will affront the dignity of Parliament, in the opinion of Parliament, Parliament can do the investigation for itself, or Parliament can so refer. I can remember in the fourth Parliament, we had issues with journalists, and where we appear on the IMC, and also in the fifth Parliament, we had issues with journalists as well. That be specifically directed to MPs themselves being taken to the Committee on Privileges and Ethics. So when it comes to the image and dignity of Parliament, Parliament not they play with the issues.
Parliament they play with the issues. Yeah. So the two words them way Speaker say he gets issue with. When he follow Melvin in clip say, he says some MPs they're not useful at Parliament because the time for serious debates, some man go to China, go to buy, or other person go to pay your personal business. He said they're not useful. How
No,
Parliament turn that to useless?
You see again, we need to understand reasons about absenteeism in Parliament. Some members of Parliament not well. Some members of Parliament they out on official duty. So you get to take that into consideration. Even on that day, the leader of opposition underscore says some members in the out of the country in Ghana on official engagement. Then the leader of government business underscore, the similar position, say he gets in members and back where they out. Yeah, so a total of 149, now 137. Now for that make the Constitution envisage, say, the Constitution envisage a situation that all. Say it's not possible for at one point in time, they get all the total membership of Parliament seated. It's not possible. Naturally not possible. Okay? So now make the only person where the Constitution refer to when it comes to, for example, if there is a motion for the removal of the president, for example, for misconduct, okay, if such a motion dey before Parliament, the Constitution say in Section 51, subsection 2, say it take note again of the preposition of all members of Parliament. Yeah. So now for that make, they look at the Constitution in isolation. And they go back to this because that is the basis.
Because the word way Melvin you say some MPs are not useful because time for serious debate.
No, if somebody not useful.
But, yes, I will not turn that to useless.
No, if somebody not useful, what does that signify to you?
But it connotes different meanings according to the way you use them.
Yeah, well, you get what to call denotative. Okay? If you look at the denotative meaning, probably now they look at so. They look at context. It just start like where somebody say, meet me in an airport. Okay? Not so long ago. In Frabe College, we go on airport. So there is a difference between the denotative and connotative meaning. So if you put it into context, then you get a mosquito leg for stand on, as far as that position is concerned. So the Parliament not a play with indignity when it comes to an image. I don't tell you say Parliament don't investigate himself and don't take action. Even the then minority leader in the first Parliament, when Dr. John Karifa Smart, because of he make a statement where in the opinion of Parliament say prima facie defamatory, it was investigated and then suspended until the life of that Parliament they end.
All right. When the speaker take the decision, plenty people get our interpreter say he take the decision too quick, and later on he send under the ethics committee. Why me send under the ethics committee? Then later waiting to find out and take a decision.
Well, Parliament regulates itself. That is totally under the domain of the speaker. Now make Section 99 and the attendance subsection it says, in the opinion of the speaker, if he thinks the statement made is prima facie defamatory, he can send her to the Committee on Ethics and Privileges. But in the process, and if he say Melvin for be suspended first from the proceedings of Parliament until a decision is taken by Parliament.
According to Melvin and other people, now that Parliament not elect the way how Melvin he analyzed issue because he criticized them, and we understand say the speaker do out of malice and grudge.
No, probably not the other way around. And if you look at Section 103 of the Constitution, paragraph A and B, it says journalists them free for reports on the proceedings of Parliament, but they're not for do so maliciously or otherwise in want of good faith. So the speaker not get malice against Melvin. For example, if you watch what Melvin in lawyers them publish, it's totally erroneous and in line with provision of the Constitution when it comes to the procedures used for the removal of the Auditor General.
All right. Now before we come over to Monk, we get the ACC boss, Women Denaya, another day we refer to Parliament, the Deputy Speaker in general as gangsterism. We get for see the same decision as we want to take on Melvin?
Well, at this point, I don't want for comment on that particular issue, and it is entirely up to Parliament.
But this is the integrity of Parliament Ben may refer to.
Well,
as soon as Melvin question the integrity of Parliament.
Yes, I don't tell you say, as far as that issue they concern, if Parliament ready for take action or determination, we'll go come back to the public. But insofar, I'm not going to comment on that.
Where for say decision?
Well, now that's I just say. I say if Parliament so believe that they for take appropriate action on that issue, we'll go come back to the public.
Continue for stay with me inside the program. Sheikh Lamin Turi, Director of Public Relations na Parliament. We continue for stay with you. They come to the President for the Salon Association of Journalists, SLAJ. The issue of Parliament and Melvin issue and welfare of journalists in a Parliament. You don't follow what in SLAJ make up of the speaker decision for journalists not for report on Parliament proceedings and later send on to the Ethics Committee for investigation?
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, like I say, we don't already raise that concern in our press release. We find out say we take and say the speaker we overreact in a decision. Apparently, when you listen to the audio, we come from Parliament, watch the video, he found out say the speaker was very angry. He was very angry. Apparently, was in temperament being angry. Then he just started with the they try to kill fly with hammer. Just one journalist and make it. And when you look at Melvin don't cover Parliament for a long time. And Melvin get very good relationship with all the parliamentarians, including the Speaker. They get very good relationship with the leader of government business, the leader of the opposition, and all the other committee members. Then Melvin get very good relationship with the all. And not to say you don't begin to talk about, you don't begin to analyze about Parliament. You don't comment on so many issues then and things then. But Melvin is now a human being, a journalist, a professional. Not to whatever get it right. So in essence, if it happen, sometimes he can be ignorant, sometimes he can feel say you know the issues them, especially in your ways be. But that the responsibility of Parliament for exercise restraint, because Parliament then get the power, because based on the relationship, based on the experience of and the length of commitment women will get to report on Parliament, to me now the most outstanding person who don't report on Parliament insofar as the SL Parliamentary particularly concerned. Now the responsibility of the Speaker to exercise the restraint this. Okay, like Miss with that you go so. Okay, maybe the Speaker don't angry, they don't get reports, you don't get concern from members of Parliament about Melvin in utterances them in analysis they can make. You talk about that well. Say Melvin, we don't get so complain about you, and they don't plenty. So we make an official complaint to the Ethics Committee or to SLAJ and IMC on that. Yes, but for go to the extent and declare say because of that we don't want you for Parliament again. We look at the bigger picture. Yes, the president, the journalist for cover Parliament. What do you mean for Parliament itself? Who are the people's representative? What do you mean for the country itself? What do you mean for press freedom? And how do we watch? In negative, but the highest person now the Speaker, not the highest person the one of the main arm of government, the legislator. You know what I mean? When they read the report outside, you know what I mean? Then they watch what the journalists do, whether it's wrong or whether it's right or whether it's irresponsible, whether not too unethical. Then they watch the action and then they watch and the image they get to the country. The Speaker gets in mind and using power. He get the power, but he use them for do this. It undermine the reputation of Parliament and the integrity of Parliament and accountability. We need because journalists them not only for report on Parliament, they also get the responsibility for criticize fairly and in a respectful manner. Yes, and so that's what we see. Yeah, so now we because of relationship with Parliament, we now try to be confrontational. We don't see we encourage the Speaker for reconsider in decision and transfer the matter to SLAD and to IMC.
According to the Speaker, when he be taking first decision for Melvin from Parliament, he say one particular journalist don't take on himself for criticize Parliament's decision. Using the word that journalists criticize Parliament decision and use that as one of the yardsticks them for report from Parliament, send any signal in terms of freedom of journalists and for report on Parliament.
Yes. That is saying because then go out safe. If you look at if you go online right now and type the stories that will come. The story the way they see, they're not going to detail. Saying as Melvin talk, we make Parliament vex. So we don't call. They say they ban them because they criticize Parliament. 90 outside and any other person they see. They're not there for know exactly what in the Speaker, which background the Speaker they come up from, or what in the Speaker. They can't complain the Speaker don't get from MPs there. You see, that's what they talk about. You know, until we sit down with Parliament and see it, before we know exactly what the actual thing that will the Speaker and the other members they vex for, what they take the action against Melvin. So for the broader press freedom, to what they talk about, it get a chilling effect. It get a fear factor where they put by journalists them for restrain them for not for all Parliament to account, not for write critical things about Parliament, or not even analyze what the Parliament they do. Because every decision of Parliament take, it affects the nation. So a journalist get right for say no, this action when I take so, or this decision I take so, you're not right for we. And again your opinion. Now your opinion. Okay. So for your opinion, we not for take action against them because of that. And your opinion, whether it's right or wrong. Right. So the people who get the power, when they elected people that then get the responsibility to exercise restraint and say, okay, let not react or let not be the same mistake what the journalists make. And try for resolve them. Because of that, Parliament said for be concerned say Melvin they do the kind of thing there. Now one of the subject there, na Parliament. He in a member of the Parliamentary Press Gallery. So therefore get a way where they go call and say, Melvin, then or they refer to the small committee, say, Melvin, we get this here. We don't want you for the report. The way they report so we say you're unprofessional or you go beyond the you right where you get everything called. Parliament na big decision, we get integrity and we want to protect them. So be careful how you do it in there. If I don't see first, let you get some warning and some and time for encouragement and say, okay, try for be very fair try to be very professional and ethical in the way they report. The Parliament responsibility that day. Okay. Not only for let them go access, but they also get responsibility for train them, for them to become more responsible and make the report on Parliament fairly.
All right, before we go for break, Monk, what are the best decision we Parliament for don't take? And again, Parliament being form owner, say now this not the conduct we Melvin the carry on a Parliament before the Speaker take this decision.
We never get a report on day. We never get a report on day. Like I tell you, we from the outside, we know say Melvin get a very good relationship with Parliament and most of the parliamentarians there, he get very good relationship with them, and a commentator on Parliament who the public they follow. Because he gets critical views them, he also report positively of Parliament and sometimes negatively, and so we know they're not even informed we. And if you may not be the Speaker, like I say, I get kind when they get anger. All I need for doing for those system is to say, Melvin, we don't get so many reports there against you in the way they report Parliament, and I want to tell you say we take action, we report it to the Ethics Committee, or we report to SLAJ and IMC. Let's continue.
We understand
yes.
the Speaker.
So one says,
the Speaker
report, that the Speaker don't follow, the Parliament don't follow the procedure. We're going to establish IMC.
We understand the Speaker called Melvin for let them go talk, but Melvin say no, they go to. You are aware of that?
Well, I know we have done it. I know we have. Me maybe they talk, ask them, you never tell me that they say they try for engagement first. Yes.
All right, continue for the with me inside the program. In name na Ahmed Said Nasrallah, the president for the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists. We'll go for a break. When we come, we continue the program. Good morning, Salon.
From the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM, we still get Sheku Lamin Toure, Director of Public Relations, Parliament, and also I get the President for the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, Ahmed Said Nasrallah. We look at the issue we happen between Melvin and Parliament of Salon. We don't send to the Ethics Committee now for look at them. Mr. Toure, when the Ethics Committee will start for look at this issue and pass a decision whether Melvin for good at Parliament or not for good again?
Well, the process is already initiated, and we understand say we also make a representation on 98.1. So the Parliament through the clerk's office will write 98.1 for make a copy of that program they are available, and then the Parliament go examine the merits of that particular program day, and with that then Mr. Speaker go take a determination. So once the committee become operational, then go take a determination and then go bring that to Parliament for decision. Because even Melvin said the call, say he want justice, he go let the matter be looked into. So I think say in the opinion of the Speaker, the Committee on Privileges and Ethics could be operational. Because I make reference to Melvin in Lawyers them, we do a piece on in behalf, and they make reference to the matter being investigated so that they will get an opportunity for reply to the issues. Now
Parliament or the Speaker now he suspend Melvin or now in ban him from Parliament, not for going to Parliament, not to even suspend, according to in statement earlier we put out that Melvin not for report on Parliament
for now.
And yes, and at the same Speaker this report get for good day before. How that could be bias free?
You see, even Parliament don't investigate himself when are members of Parliament. Yeah, the process is not in secrecy. The committee once constituted and get for sit down. SLAJ, if they so desired, then would get representation. The media, civil society, all parties them get for sit down and see how the proceedings they go live once the committee is actionable. But again, he gets an opportunity, and a young man, he done there around Parliament since 2012, about the same time when myself did when I 13 years now. Picking it can offend you, daddy, and even though we don't reach to this level, but if you bend backwards and apologize, I believe it's a way for remedy the situation. But clearly, if you look at paragraph 3 of waiting in lawyers they write, the waiting rely on, it's totally incorrect, and the procedure used by Parliament was absolutely
so if you the judge now, what in the Ethics Committee go say?
No, you see, I don't state provisions of the law. I don't state provisions of the law were very clear as to how Parliament they arrive at a decision. I don't tell you the background of the Speaker. Parliament not go do anything for disadvantage anybody we not dey in accordance with the spirit and letters of the law. So we don't need to misinform or mislead the public when it comes to procedures. We get for state the fact and nothing but the fact.
All right.
And I don't tell you how Parliament they arrive at, certain calculations. We get for do 2/3. Okay, 2/3 they tell you of the majority of members. So using section 91 subsection 1, where they tell you about members present and voting, was apt and totally correct.
All right, Sheku, Melvin, not a member of Parliament, and we don't see where I don't send a matter going to the ethics committee. Why you not me send on to SLAJ or IMC instead of the ethics committee where Melvin not a member of Parliament?
I don't tell you say Parliament na a creature where they regulate himself, and if you look at section 94, yeah. But again, if you look at certain decisions where Parliament they arrive at, it depends. Just like what Monk be they say, the position of the speaker then, okay. But other Parliament then before, like for example the 4th Parliament, we be get a lot of friction with journalists. The president secretary attest who can carry them go in a room, who get discussion, preliminary discussion, and send them to the IMC for determination. It happened again na the 5th Parliament. For example, a clear reference na the 4th. Even with civil society, we don't get backlash. We meet na Parliament to get discussions. Of course, we are aware. Always they say, we are totally aware. It in the news, the people know, and Parliament no go disadvantage Melvin, but again Parliament gets responsibility for protect in image and dignity.
And you think say people will trust the ethics committee on this matter?
Yeah, people for trust, because it's an open hearing. Everybody gets opportunity to get for sit down and listen, and then go direct questions to Melvin, and I believe say in the opinion he go respond to them questions.
The speaker don't take a decision, ethics committee will change that decision?
It's not what in the speaker do, even with ministers, okay, if certain investigations they go on, they're not going to sack the minister, but then go suspend in operations with that office, put her aside for us, subject to the determination of whatever investigation get for be carried out. So if the speaker at this point thought it fit that Melvin not for access the precincts of Parliament until a decision is reached by Parliament, I think say appropriate.
All right. Now another issue we get for do with Parliament, apart from Melvin, now that when I don't stop for gig according to journalists, why you not take this decision?
Well, this now an allegation where just they come to my attention, but say Parliament don't open more proceedings than the live streamer, and of course members of the press or the gallery they sit down at the gallery and they observe proceedings. And that's not part of the opponent's process for even give recordings to journalists. But I'm totally aware of this allegation, and I go assure you that if any journalist want recording, if he reach me, I go direct them to the appropriate persons and then go give them the recording and use them for whatever purpose.
Right.
But ensure say whatever excerpt you get from Parliament, let it be the truth and representational of the truth and nothing but the truth. Because if you go misconstrue or misreport, then Parliament not go take kind to such.
I don't report na Parliament for some time them. When we done sitting, you just can go to the engineer, you get and stick a taker.
Why
reporter then now for go to you for let you give instructions so then go give recording?
No, na the relationship. Okay, na the relationship. Journalists then the way they get relationship with staff then at Parliament. Sometimes something can just come up where they're not even there. They call and say, oh, so thing they happen at Parliament, and I can't report. Okay, we self get we media team when are the official mouthpiece, okay, or communication wing of the Parliament. We get relationship with them, but teeth and tongue can jam. It's natural.
So okay? Now teeth and tongue jam we make una stop for getting direct recording.
No, what I try for tell you. Of course, you know what's in the recent development where that happen. Okay, I say I'm totally unaware of this allegation we don't put to me. That I don't even assure you say if a journalist need a recording, if he say it won't get difficulty for access I go make sure say I come in or ask me officer for ensure say that journalist they get the recording.
Okay.
And I don't already underscore say proceedings in Parliament and they live. You can even go now with Facebook page and take whatever you want.
Continue for stay with me inside the program. Sheku Lamenture, Director of Public Relations, Parliament of Salon. We come to the President for the Salon Association of Journalists. And this case now, the before the ethics committee with the speaker don't send on to. Waiting next from SLAJ as this case they are about for looked into by the ethics committee of Parliament.
Okay, thank you very much. Since the incident happened, after we pull, we press release for raise concern about the action of the Parliament and the leadership. We get in touch with the leadership of Parliament as well, because we get a relationship with Parliament. On the Parliament, we did discussion on so many things and so we reach out to them, say we need to resolve this, because we don't focus now for ensure say we resolve them amicably and ensure say it not happen again, because we want to maintain the relationship. We want to let Parliament self-get responsibility for say the journalists they have the report on Parliament. Now we then help and they provide information for the people them we let free for them know what in the Parliament they do. So if they find out anything we then feel say the journalists are deficient part at the responsibility of Parliament, to ensure say they come on board and be them come and try to train them and empower and capacitate them. So we get meeting, we get based on the relationship day, we get meeting today at 2 o'clock in Parliament. We don't talk to the leader of government business and also the leader of the opposition and also even the speaker. So we go to Parliament at 2 o'clock, executive of SLAJ they go there and try to see how we talk to the Parliament and try to resolve them amicably. But having said that,
so for now, no one go to ethics committee.
Yeah, we will discuss that end. Because Parliament action, we know the control the Parliament they do, but we just try to let them see reason and say this not to anything we will get take out of proportion. It already happened. The image, the dent on the image already go out, because we don't get several calls from international organizations like RSF and what they say this will happen to journalists alone. They watch whether journalists right or wrong. All they watch now the action with the authorities they take on the journalists and the effect they get on the other people in the country image. And so, having said that, yes, the Parliament get the power for sitting, they can go face ethics committee, but we also want the Parliament know say we send a partner, SLAJ a partner, and IMC are their own creation, are the creator, established by law, statutory body for regulate the media and also help for address the problems of the media. And so Parliament will also give that respect day to IMC and to SLAJ and say this now remember, and IMC now creation, we need to refer to, because if you put on to ethics committee no more alone, then an officer maybe will get a fair hearing already, even if they watch them, they watch the issue, investigate them, and do the inquiry in a fair manner. Melvin no go feel comfortable, and the public no go feel comfortable, and the public perception is very key in this one, because the public says when the Parliament ain't no banner, and they can't sit them back for can investigate them back. They definitely they get for find guilty. So for be fair, we will get for tell Parliament say let them also refer the matter officially. I don't want for see any kind of relationship then what's not happen, then you know say that then procedure for take for what they call it. When we don't exhaust then kind of thing then you know happen, then definitely the Parliament can get right for take an action. And my colleague they talk about a reference to ministers them when they suspend them, what they call Melvin not to minister, Melvin a journalist. But the constitution under right day for going to Parliament and report. Although Parliament get the power for give access to that they can reports at the gallery. Okay. On that issue, we get other instances. Part of the thing we'll discuss back today. We don't put forward to the leadership of Parliament. We also get an issue with the Parliamentary press gallery. We don't go on for some years now. We try for make sure say Parliament have come in and law resolve and we get a body, because the election don't overdue. We need to get an elected executive would they manage the affairs of the Parliamentary press gallery. When an affiliate body of SLAJ, and once we get that, then that also an avenue where Parliament can launch complaint if they feel aggrieved about the conduct of the people in the report on Parliament. So once we get the structure in place, then we don't say we don't strengthen the relationship, but now all responsibility, now collective responsibility, and we focus now for make sure say we resolve the issue and make it not happen again. And let there be a cordial relationship between the journalists and Parliament, and let the journalists they get responsibility and not say they get right for criticize Parliament, they get right for hold Parliament to account, but they also get responsibility for doing in a responsible and fair manner.
We look at messages them. We will not send on 0779819819. And the very first one, what they take now from Mystic Nadwazaki, say freedom of speech is still a challenge in Sierra Leone. In as much as the matter is with the ethics committee, I am urging them to partner with SLAJ Sierra Leone so that they can settle the matter in a close dialogue.
This one I go take from Mohammed Din. He said the speaker said Melvin said parliamentarians useless check. In recent speech, he mentioned this, but may not see evidence, so he just talk.
This from Kumba Kamara on our Facebook page. They say the speaker decision come as a malice because Melvin is a critical journalist. That's why the parliament, all of them cook for Melvin.
This one from Lulu is say why some parliamentarians they're not useful. People not for talk. You as parliamentarian, they go China for go buy business. You left important issue in a parliament. So Melvin right, some parliamentarians they're not even the talk. Till then time done.
This one from Abubakar Rashid now Facebook page. They say, but the speaker vex because Melvin say a rogue game that make the speaker vex and rebel.
This one from Magdalene Kaifala is say Melvin was wrong to have called Parliament useless. There are other ways to criticize the Parliament, but he should do it constructively.
This one from Macton and New Englandville. They said allegation on Melvin is unfounded, rhetoric and malign on his professional reputation as a well-known TV reality and personality analyst. Melvin has consistently approached his political commentary in an impartial and independent manner, contributing constructively to public discourse on national issues. From Macton and New Englandville.
This one I go talk. You say Waterloo again, a thirsty region full of medicine man. One of the areas you expect ritual and barbaric killing after lecturer Bangura. It is journalist who next from King Solo.
This one say but for parliament issue, now Melvin most station can call for talk. So now the rogue game make the speaker vex.
This one from Egerton Abona, I say journalists have the right to do their job professional one and responsible manner. You cannot refer to the third arm of government as useless. It is wrong and undone. SLAJ should ban any journalist who is not professional in his or her conduct. And
because of time, we come to Sheku Lamin for comment on the messages them and round up the program.
Yeah, thank you very much. We want to tell the listeners them. Thank you for them boku text and day. Some for, others against, and but the parliament stand for the truth. We get for do it accurate reporting on in proceedings, and that for be insulting and in the process of conducting your journalistic work, and you get for ensure say you fair and accurate and not mislead or misinform the general public. Insofar as the proceedings of the Parliament of the Republic of Sierra Leone concern. Are so satisfied with the position of SLAJ for intercede between the two parties and for collaborate and for say this issue is resolved amicably. But in the process, we're picking you daddy get problem. You say for bend backwards and accommodate and you fault as well because you're not going to be always correct like SLAJ, president states here, and you get for accept say sometimes you do the wrong thing for which then go punish you, but you get for accept and take blame as well as responsibility in the process. So we hope say SLAJ the intervention could go a long way for ameliorate this deteriorating situation between Parliament and Melvin, and we'll come back to a level playing ground and ensure say we do the right thing all the times. Thank you. Thank you very much,
Sheku Lamin Toure, Director of Public Relations na Parliament of Salone. We come to President for SLAJ, Mohamed Said Nasrallah.
Yes,
the conclusion statement based on the text message.
We also want to tell thank you to the one that will send messages and they follow the discussion on this radio this morning. If you look at the messages, you find out say some people they say Melvin wrong, some people they say the Parliament wrong with the speaker. That's not the issue that one day. You see, everybody gets your perception. Everybody get the way they determine things them. So we now get control over that one day. And so, like I say, we get meeting at 2:00 with the leadership of Parliament, and we hope say we will try to understand ourselves and respect the roles that we play in our democracy.
With this decision of Melvin, or decision of Parliament rather, you think say if Melvin can say if you could be that journalist where you go able to hold Parliament accountable?
Yes, we hope so. They're gonna not the time they will talk about. It's that fear, that chilling effect, that fear factor. Because once you don't do this on the next thing now, you go begin be careful and begin censor himself and say, this if I talk I go too critical. If I use this word I go too what they call to Parliament. They can now know what for let journalists get. So we meant to begin doing to them, then you don't begin shrink the space. You don't begin make sure they don't want to get voice and one for talk, then they go for do again. But we hope say we will give confidence to Melvin in terms of the intervention we make, and the Parliament will support that what they call it. But we continue to work with Parliament. Like I say, Parliament our partner, and for see how we go for support the press gallery and get into one, get an election and get a formidable body, an elected body, democratically elected body will go operate in the Parliament, and Parliament will deal with in terms of that kind of thing there. So we look forward to that kind of relationship there.
Plenty thank you for joining inside the program this morning. In name na Ahmed Said Nasrallah, the president for the Salon Association of Journalists, as we there for look at issues we get for do with journalists them we they report na Parliament, and same way so we get Sheikh Lamin Toure, Director of Public Relations na Parliament. Plenty thank you guys who are joining inside the program this morning.